There was an idea to bring together a group of remarkable people, and that is a quote from Nick Fury in the MCU. This when the Marvel Cinematic Universe first spread roots in 2008 and already has 5 films established. It started with a billionaire in a cave, a monster on the run, a god cast down from Earth, and a kid from Brooklyn who believed in doing the right thing. In May of 2012, those paths came together, and this wasn't just another superhero movie. This was an experiment no studio has successfully pulled off. This is the story of the Avengers, Marvel's first ever team up, the film that rewrote blockbuster history, and the foundation for everything that came after. And it's the foundation that for everything that came after. Welcome back to the reviews, and this is the road to Avengers Doomsday. Before the Avengers, shared universes were the norm. Marvel Studios spent 4 years building up to this moment. Iron Man, The Incredible Hulk, Iron Man 2, Thor, Captain America, the First Avenger. Each film was a puzzle piece. If the Avengers failed, the entire MCU would collapse. No studio had ever asked audiences to blow multiple standalone films just to understand one massive crossover. That wasn't risky. It was unprecedented until now. For the first time, Marvel's brought its heroes together. They brought Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans, Mark Ruffalo, Chris Hemsworth, Scarlett Johansson, and Jeremy Renner, with each actor playing the role. Iron Man, Captain America, the Hulk, Thor, Black Widow, and Hawkeye. Each actor wasn't just playing a role; they were carrying the weight of their own established story that's been made so far in the MCU. And the challenge: make 6 leads feel balanced without losing each one of the special. To helm this movie, Marvel chose Joss Whedon to direct this Avengers for one reason. He understood the symbols. We didn't focus on the character first. This movie isn't just about aliens invading Earth. It's about ego versus responsibility, leader versus independence, trust versus control. Every conflict feels very personal. Tony clashes with Steve, Thor clashes with everyone, Bruce fears himself, Natasha hides her past, and Clint is compromised before the fight even begins. This isn't a team at first. It is 6 individuals forced to work together to do this established mission. And I really like how the actors do their own chemistry in this. I gotta just give that credit a lot. The event and this movie introduced audiences to Mark Ruffalo as Bruce Banner. This, unlike Edward Norton's Bruce Banner I discussed in my Incredible Hulk video, this version of Bruce Banner was softer, more introspective, and quietly terrified of his own power. And he was a little bit awkward. And I gotta give credit to Mark Ruffalo how he handled the Hulk role. In my opinion, he does pretty much better than Edward Norton. He was also restrained of himself and releasing his Hulk persona. And the line, "That's my secret, Cap. I'm always angry," instantly became legendary. Ruffalo made the Hulk work in an ensemble cast. And at the center of this movie was Tom Hiddleston's Loki, who was established in 2011's Thor, and he wasn't just a villain, he was charismatic, manipulated, emotionally wounded. Loki's plan almost succeeds because the Avengers were divided. He exposed their flaws, which made his eventual defeat meaningful. The Avengers don't win just because they're stronger. They win because they finally become a team. The Battle of New York changed blockbuster filming. For the first time, audiences saw a fully recognized superhero team fighting together and one continuous iconic tracking shot. That single rotate shot where the camera circles all 6 Avengers, that was the moment that the MCU proved itself. That wasn't hyped. There was payoff. And it was so amazing. I remember when I was a kid watching the Avengers, I was like, dang, this is so amazing. And I was absolutely blown away when I saw that movie. And I just enjoy it. The Avengers works because they have moments, not just spectacle. Hulk smashing Loki, Cap calling the shots, Tony making the ultimate sacrifice play, Thor finally trusting Earth, and Natasha and Clint providing they belong. Every character earns their place. No one feels extra, no one feels wasted. When The Avengers was released in 2012, it became one of the most highest grossing movies of all time. But most importantly, it changed Hollywood forever. Every studio wanted a shared universe, but Marvel had something others don't. They had absolute patience. And just in terms of storytelling, The Avengers wasn't just an ending. It was a beginning. And it led directly to phase 2, phase 3, and it just like opens up for like future movies and how it go these other films would establish like the next Avengers movies. And this proved like Marvel could go bigger, and audiences would follow what's going on. And I enjoyed it a lot. And in my conclusion, The Avengers is more than just a movie. It was a milestone, a reminder that big ideas, when planned carefully, can change the entire history. 6 heroes, 1 team, and a universe that will never be the same again. And the road to Avengers Doomsday was officially paved. And from here, there was no going back. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment below in my video. Where were you when you watched The Avengers? This is Nate Reviews, and the road continues. Bye.